Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another daily vlog. Today, I kind of wanted to vlog with the Fuji XM5. I'm holding it by the lens, which actually is not as uncomfortable as I would have thought. And I think this is a good distance, basically. Not really sure if this is a good way to talk long into the camera, but I kind of wanted to try it out because, yeah, I love this camera and I want to utilize it actually a little bit more for vlogging, just because I really love the colors. But it is not as simplified as with the DJI Pocket 3 because I have to attach my mic setup, which I tried. Now, the best placement for a lav mic is actually right in the middle of your chest. And I've seen some people now putting the lav mic kind of underneath the shirt, and I just wanted to see how the sound quality will turn out. But again, yeah, it's not as easy to vlog with the Fuji XM5 and that mic setup in comparison to the DJI Pocket 3. And today I kind of wanted to talk about, I watched Marvel Thunderbolts, and I'm a huge Marvel fan, at least until I think Shang-Chi was the last one that I really enjoyed in the MCU, if I'm not completely mistaken. Everything after that was okay-ish, but usually a little bit of a disappointment. And the same holds true with Star Wars. I was a huge Star Wars fan, but I have to say all of the Star Wars series and movies, yeah, they were totally disappointing to me. So I went into Marvel Thunderbolts with somewhat of a, let's say, lower expectation. However, I found it to be quite entertaining and not as bad as I would have anticipated. The fight scenes and the fight choreography was pretty lame though. It was very slow, and yeah, you were able to see it as very simple choreography with the execution of someone who has no idea. So it was, all the movement were very slow, and I'm not saying that you are supposed to cut fight scenes like really hectically. I don't like that either, but there has to be some, yeah, smooth and fast movements in those fight scenes. And yeah, it just wasn't that great. However, I did like the characters a lot. I've found the comedy really cool. There were this back and forth banter was really good. And what I really like, I do appreciate representation of female characters a lot. For example, I'm a huge fan of Ellen Ripley. The Alien movies, for me, were, in my humble opinion, obviously I'm not a female. I shouldn't be that vocal about it because, yeah, I probably offend someone. But for me, Terminator 2 and the Alien series, so Ellen Ripley, are the perfect, in my humble opinion, heroess portrayal, because those were really powerful women that, like with all hero journeys, came from very vulnerable state and then kind of worked their way upwards to be these really cool heroesses. Is that the female word of hero? Yeah, the female hero. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. And I feel like those films are, in my humble opinion again, the perfect representation of what a female hero should be, or where I can totally respect it because you see the progress. And that's the same thing with male hero stories, where you can kind of see, okay, they have to grow and they have to overcome something to become a hero, but also they show so many flaws. And I had a huge issue with Miss Miss Marvel, or is that the name? Marvel. No, there is the child one. I think that's Miss Marvel, and the other one is, oh, what was her name? Marvel. Yeah, I think it was Miss Marvel. I didn't like her character at all because she always came across entitled, and she doesn't have any flaws. There aren't any weaknesses. Basically, she comes in, like also in Infinity War, and basically flattens everyone, and there is no weak point. And that is something I don't like. I think heroes need to show some vulnerability and a weak point so that we can enjoy them and we can, in air quotes, relate to them and we see them struggle as well. If you just have a hero who can basically do everything, it's pretty much boring. But with Thunderbolts, I feel like the protagonists, the very first one, which is Yelena, the sister of Black Widow, she has a lot of mental issues in a way, not in a way that she's like, in air quotes, crazy, but in a way she's struggling a lot with her place in her life. She doesn't have any superpowers like all of the others, which I like. Hawkeye is a cool character because in one movie he actually says, "Oh, I'm just a guy with a bow. I don't know what I'm supposed to do here." And I really like that. And that is a really cool portrayal of you sometimes need to rise to the occasion. And it's the same with her. She doesn't have any superpowers and she doesn't know her place in her life in the world. And she struggles with that and then comes to become a hero. And basically it's the same with all of the other guys. They have so many flaws, like this Captain America guy who was just Captain America for basically 1 minute. He has anger issues. The other one has the dad of Yelena. He's an old guy, but everyone has some flaws, and it makes it so entertaining and so, in air quotes, you root for them. And I really enjoyed Thunderbolts, and I liked the banter of all of the people. And I think Yelena said something really funny where two of the guys were kind of arguing and battling, and then she was like, "Oh, are we done with the small dick and with the small dick comparison or anything like that?" I thought that was so funny. Yeah, it was a really enjoyable Marvel film, and I was happy to see another Marvel film that was entertaining. It wasn't anything new or in particularly unique or anything, but I think it kicks off the next phase quite well. And yeah, I'm really curious to see what will come about after that movie, because they wanted to call themselves Avengers, but then noticed, oh, we cannot do that because the actual Captain America is now doing an Avengers group. So they were like, okay, we are Avengers with a Z. And I thought that was really funny. And I'm really looking forward to see what they will do with the Thunderbolts in the future. And yeah, if you were struggling with Marvel a little bit and didn't find that entertaining, for example, the last Captain America movie with Harrison Ford, yeah, it was okay-ish. It wasn't great. I wasn't entertained. It was something that you could leave running and then sometimes you look at your phone. But I felt like with Thunderbolts, yes, it wasn't that unique or that new, but I still was entertained and I didn't look at my phone or anything. So yeah, for me, I liked it. I can recommend it. I wouldn't say expect too much of it, but it was cool. So what did you think about the Marvel's Thunderbolt movie? Let me know in the comment section below. And I know this is a completely different vlog. Maybe check out some of my other movie reviews in the video up here. YouTube thinks that you like the video down here. Don't forget to subscribe for another daily vlog tomorrow and helping me to get to 1,000 subscribers by clicking the button up here. And I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you very much.